Hello, my name is Fan Lu. Today we are gonna to introduce the Textblob library. This is related to our assignment 3. So what is Textblob? Textblob is a Python library for processing textual data. It works well on Python 2 and Python 3. It provides a consistent API for like common natural language processing tasks such as part of speech tagging and tokenization, sentiment analysis, and classification. TextBlob is built upon NLTK and provides an easy to use interface to the NLTK library. So, as a TextBlob user and as well as NLTK user, I feel like TextBlob is much easier than NLTK in as a beginner. Here is like how can we install TextBlob. So I will suggest that install the TextBlob library as well as the sample corpora um, document. You will need whenever you use like TextBlob and doing some NLP task. So for the TextBlob installation page, you could simply click on this and it will show the installation, how you install, how can you upgrade, and with Conda, Conda means Anaconda, you have to install Anaconda first. But easiest way I would recommend is using pip. So how can you using pip to install the TextBlob? It will show. I can show you guys. So you open the terminal and you open my slides as well, and you could simply copy and paste or just type in. Copy and paste. So this is how you install TextBlob. Since I have Anaconda 3 installed already, so I can simply just do the upgrade. Here is you using TextBlob to download TextBlob Corpora. Once it shows finished, means it's successfully installed in your computer. This is how Mac user install TextBlob. If you are Windows user, please follow the tutorial. And so what is sentiment analysis? So sentiment analysis is contextual mining of text, which identify and extract subject information in source materials, and helping a business to understand the social sentiment of their brand, product, or service while monitoring online conversations. So, for example, let's say you are a manager of a company that sells hats and also shirts, and you want to know what your customers are thinking. So about your hats and the shirts, do they have positive feelings about them or negative feelings about them? So then like then you could go to your like call center review page, like customer review page, and see that a bunch of people have called in or leave um, um, product reviews. Um, but all those calls or reviews um, without without like saying okay um without saying like I without giving a tag about like positive or negative, and you don't really have time to go through all the reviews. And then what can we do is um, we could use NLP technique to automatically tag this as positive or negative, and then you could figure out that people like tend to think about your product as a positive or negative. And if those they feels negative about your hat, or for example here feels negative about your shirt, you could have some other like changes um, related to the negative product. So in this step, so this concept called sentiment analysis. And in this demo, I'm going to go through the details how we could do sentiment analysis in Python using Textblob. Just want to make sure I'm currently recording. Okay. So what is polarity? I believe like Dr. Wang also introduced all the sentiment analysis and the polarity in some other definitions during our lecture. Right here, I'm just want to go through and give you guys some sample examples. So the polarity defines the phrase of emotions expressed in the analyzed sentence. So it could range from -1 to 1, and it goes like very positive, positive, neutral, negative, very negative. Um, for our assignment 3, we are gonna to do positive, neutral, negative. So, for example, a person has write a review for some hotel as very bad service and stuff. Suppose the polarity of this sentence would be negative 0.56. It is clear from the values there is a negative emotion against the brand image of the hotel. So this way, polarity could easily determine the after the sentiment analysis. You guys could also follow like later on. You could follow the demo and um, and and test for this sentence and see if you could get polarity around this score. So what is subject? Subjectivity is to helps in determining personal state of speaker, including emotions, beliefs, and opinions. It has value from 0 to 1, and a value closer to 0 shows the sentence is objective. And for example, we have two sentences here. The first sentence is this pizza has 6 slices. The second sentence is this pizza tastes very good. In the first sentence, we could provide pizza with an objective approach and described its features. On the other hand, second sentence provides an opinion based on how the people found the pizza to be. Um, So here is a simple example. Here is a sample code I input in Python, and the polarity for this sentence, um, as we can see, is 0.5, and the subjectivity right here is 0.6, and the sentence I input is I love NLP. So, and according to the previous two slides and the slides here, we can define this sentence is positive or negative. So with polarity as 0.5 should be nearly positive, right? Should be somewhere around here, and the subjectivity is 0.6, should be somewhere around here as well. So according both of them, it should be a positive sentence. Then I'm gonna to go to the terminal and open the Python to demo this simple text. So once you open the Python terminal, once you open the computer terminal, you could use Python. Am I recording? Okay. And you could from Textblob, you have to import Textblob first. Sorry, there was a typo. So we are gonna to define our sentence as I love apple. It's gonna output the polarity and the subjectivity for us. According to our assignment here, so the assignment we are gonna to use is we are gonna to using Textblob to perform sentiment analysis. So, and you have to label the sentence with positive or negative text. And we have the data set contains 40 sentences. So if you are like typing each sentence in Python and have the sentence polarity, subjectivity separately are really time consuming. So what you should do is you could have a Python file written and just loop over all the sentence. Here is the data set you are gonna to use. So each line is a new sentence, and it contains 40 sentences. In the end, you should have so for the result, you should have the sentence, and after the sentence, you should create a table, and the first column is the text file you are using for this sentiment analysis, and the second column is the tag for this sentence, it will be positive or negative or neutral. So how can we define our sentence is positive or negative? So as we can see here, here is a short simple example here. So first thing we should do is from Textblob, import Textblob. We should really careful about the typo, and we should define the polarity. So if the polarity is bigger, it's smaller than zero, it's gonna be negative. If it's bigger than zero, then it's gonna be positive. Else, if it's equal to zero, it's gonna be neutral. So here is our three samples. The first one is the movie was excellent. We are gonna to print out the sentiment, and using the function we define here to tag this sentence. So I'm gonna to show you the result of our example. As we can see here, the first sentence, the polarity is 1.0, and it shows positive. And the second sentence, the movie was not bad. The polarity is 0.34, and it's still positive. It's not bad, right? So the machine actually is really smart. And for the third example here, the movie was ridiculous. As we can see, the polarity is negative 0.33. It is negative. So this is our sample examples. So all you need to do is follow the examples and loop over all 40 sentences and get negative or positive or neutral tag for each sentence and create a new column for the data set. In the end, just create a report. The first part should be the first part just running. The first part should including your result. You don't have to include all 40 sentences. Just show a part of your result and a screenshot of your running code in a PDF format. That's it. That's it for our today's demo. And while for Textblob, I really enjoy learning and playing with Textblob, and also Textblob could be used to accomplish many other NLP tasks. As I mentioned previously, and it could do tokenization, speech tagging, classification, even translation. So later on, if we have time, I'm gonna to show you guys more tasks, like how can we do Textblob. That's it for today. See you guys.